Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue. If you're new, subscribe, and welcome to the content. I really feel sad that I have to make a video about this, and I feel like to a certain degree it's kind of like disrespect. Like, I know how many people really hate Logan Paul and what he's been doing and how he's losing people's trust, but it's just like, bro, I used to really love his content. Like, I'm not gonna lie, even now when I go back and binge his content, it just seems like one of the greatest, you know, videos out there on YouTube. But I really wasn't really like into the internet and how absorbed it was with its drama and what a lot of people used to be into. Like, my YouTube interest only started like 2017, 2018, and back then I feel like all of those things had passed, so I never really knew Logan Paul's past. I never really dug deep, so I was just like, okay, you know what, he was like a really popular content creator back then, a really popular social media personality, and he was really cool. I found him really entertaining to watch. He had, he was a really good person to me. But then now, after I found out what happened in Japan and how he lost people's trust and how people, found him to be like disgusting because how he filmed that and how he just like laughed it off and never really understood what kind of position that person might have been to take on that certain type of act. It's like, okay, I understand, when you're young you still do stupid things, you do dumb things, you do things that are very, very regrettable, where as time passes you realize that was really foolish of you. And I like how he tried to apologize for it. A lot of people might have not found it genuine, but I was just like, you know what, he's trying, and then he tried to win back people's trust. He tried to change up his content, he tried to make it more interesting, more funny, and just like, for me it was just like, this guy is really making a 360, and I was like really starting to believe like, yo, this guy is changing, he's gonna be a whole different person. We're just gonna love him for his redemption arc. Like, his redemption arc is probably one of the most iconic freaking comebacks ever. Like, when I think about someone who was hated, who was really like spat on by society and like shunned away from everything and like presumed cancelled, it's just crazy to see him come back and still do the great things he did. But now in the recent months he's like re-losing that trust. He's like re-losing all those fans and the support and all the people who really believe in him with the way he's acting. And a lot of people are saying that maybe he's being controlled, he's being told to say these type of things, but I don't know. I don't want to vilify Logan Paul. I don't know Logan Paul to a personal experience where I can say, oh, he's a bad guy or he's a good guy or anything. I'm very neutral about it, and I want to stay that way, because until I like see everything out, like the whole full evidence, the whole like researched evidence, then I feel like my opinion should be reserved. But it's not like it matters, but I'm saying, like, I don't have a right to say, oh, he's a bad person, oh, he's a good person, nah, he's a scammer, he's not, nah, he doesn't respect religion. I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know. Like, what happens behind the cameras, that is the one thing we will never know. And that's why I don't really like to believe everything I see on social media, because they only show you a specific part. Like, behind the cameras, we don't know what these people are doing, we don't know how their personal lives operate, and all of that. So it's just like, he's really he really looks like a disrespectful person. He really looks like a villain right now. He's being vilified, and I just don't want to involve myself in that. I just want to say that, in my personal opinion, it's just like, it's sad to watch this like re-happen. Like, this is like, I'm not saying it's as worse as before, but it just seems like it's going down the same road. Like, I don't understand what might happen in the next coming months for him to actually completely lose everybody's trust. Because I know some people will still support him and everything, but it's just like, you've got this, like, you got this image of you now, this reputation that you are tarnishing, that you freaking worked so hard to build up again. And it's just like, are you really willing to throw it all away just to scam people and stuff like that? I don't know how true the scamming scenario, the scamming allegations are, but it's just like, bro, you are really going to lose everything just because of a few $1 million? Yeah, it's just crazy. Other than that, God bless, have a nice life, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.